The innovation comes from us going to our partners and explaining what we want and why, and then them extending their product. So we get a jump start on the marketplace. I think anybody who wants to try and compete with us using similar technologies is going to play catch up. And then we have other layers of technology that are proprietary to us, which add into the whole picture and give us a very unique differentiator that I don't think anyone can catch up. So we've built technologies that have world first type capabilities in it, so nobody else has got that. No one else can get it because the IP is ours. We have this view of saying, look at the core, look at the other SAP tools, then look at the SAP partner marketplace or ecosystem. And that's really how we drive innovation in. We look at all of those layers of capability, and then I can go back and talk to my key partners like SAP. And I've done this in the transport management space. I went back to them with a number of gaps for their system to be able to fit what we need, and said, here's the gaps, and I would categorise these as immediate gaps, these as, it'd be great if you solve this in the next 12 months, and these are more strategic, longer term. And by having a very close relationship with SAP, they've closed down about 90% of the gaps in their standard product. And then I've said, okay, I still need a couple more gaps closed, and I'll work with the SAP custom development team to close those gaps to give us something unique and differentiating that gives us that competitive advantage in the marketplace. My transport team and supply chain management systems teams have spent time in Germany, in India and in China over the last 9 months working very closely with SAP to build out this type of capability, to make sure that SAP understand what we need, why we need it, how we would use it, and then we get that built. And that's been a fantastic journey, but it does require a lot of closeness to the SAP guys. You have to spend time with them. Linfox says SAP is a ticket to the game because our customer base are virtually all SAP customers. So it's a differentiation for us just to start with to be on SAP. The SAP integration's a big play for us. It's unlikely that we'd make a huge switch given that SAP is so strong in our customer base. Many of our customers, when they hear we're an SAP house, it's an automatic tick of approval. So, you know, if I was dealing in a largely Oracle world in terms of my customers, we'd probably be on Oracle. One of the worst feelings in the IT world, I think, is when you make a bet on something and then you find out 6 months later you should have gone in a different direction because the vendor's switching direction. So staying really, really close to your vendors and understanding exactly where they're going so you don't take a bet on the wrong technology. You know, and obviously the sales guys will want to sell you whatever they can sell you, so you have to be close to the right people in their organisations to understand where is this ship being steered and why, and then you can select the right technologies. You have to sell to your vendor. You have to explain to them what you're doing and why you're doing it, and if you work on the relationship and you say, I'm willing to spend time with you guys, I'm willing to be a reference site for you guys if you guys do the right thing by me. And for me it's probably a little bit easier because Linfox sits at the hub of 100 of the biggest customers who operate in Asia Pac. Right, so if you look at our customer list, it's a who's who. It's blue chips. So it's a very nice position to be in. But I still think that it doesn't really matter to a large degree if you're just willing to spend the time.